Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Learn With Me live stream. My name is Ashley. I'm joined by Michael and Chris. And this is the stream where you join me every Monday and Wednesday, although this is my first stream of the whole new year. So, yay, Happy New Year. And I pretty much just explore parts of Omniverse that I'm not familiar with. I'm a senior engineer and a developer advocate for Omniverse. And I started this as a way to learn about Omniverse when I first started working here because there was so much to it that I was like, oh my gosh, how do I figure all this out? And what better way to do that than with the community? So, with that said, I am very active in watching the chat. So, if you have questions or if you have a way to move us forward, if we get stuck in anything, feel free to put in the chat and we can talk about it. But before I get started for today, I wanted to introduce or have them introduce themselves, my guests here. Usually it's just me by myself and I have nowhere to banter with. So thankfully, I'm joined by two awesome Omniverse ambassadors, Michael and Chris. So, Michael, will you start by giving us a brief introduction on who you are and how you got involved into the Omniverse community?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I'm Mike Wagner, CTO and co-founder of Epolog and the spin-off SyncTwin. We're doing software for factory planning, and I was involved in the BMW manufacturing case, and since then I was hooked on Omniverse, and I'm doing all kinds of stuff with Omniverse and OpenUSD, and so yeah, and then quite recently I tried the Quest 3, so I had to play with that, and yeah, now happy to have you try it as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool trying to figure this out. I just got my Quest 3, so this is all new to me. And Chris, will you introduce yourself too and how you got started in all this?
Yeah, I'm Chris Scott. I started probably 4 years ago with Omniverse with Rev, and then one thing led to another, and now we're doing digital twins at scale. And then we're also a software development team that produces Omniverse apps at this point. So, and I'm excited to be here because I need to get Quest working also. So I rather other people do it for me, and I can just watch.
Yeah, it's crazy that you said 4 years. I don't think many people have realized how long Omniverse has been around because it was kind of just like a dream child of Revs for so long and then went into beta for like the last 2.5 years. And now it's kind of just getting started and everyone's getting to know and getting to use it. So, and the thing is with Omniverse, it can be limiting depending on what technology you're using. Like if you don't have an RTX machine, if you don't have an NVIDIA GeForce GPU, then you're like, how can I use Omniverse? And today we're going to actually be highlighting a company called Umi Studio that allows you to be able to dive into Omniverse using their virtual machineware. So we're going to show you how we're using that today. But before we do, I wanted to share the references that I do at the top of all of my streams. So if you are a past watcher of mine, you're very familiar with this resource link. I'm going to put it in the chat here. I don't want to spam the chat with links, and I talk about so much in my Learn With Me series because there's so much documentation. There's all these different cool influencers doing such awesome things like Michael's article that we're going to be showing today. I just don't want to spam the chat. So I kind of just put it all here in this resource link. And if you're watching this after the live series, you can go down into the description of this video and see everything. So the first page is kind of just like essentials. And the one thing I wanted to highlight the most is we just launched this morning. It's an Omniverse documentation survey. We have been listening to you guys for years about what we could do to improve Omniverse, and we want to make sure we're listening to you even more so. So we have created this survey where you can give us your feedback on what you want to see from the Omniverse documentation. So please take some time. I think it only takes like 10, 15 minutes, maybe even less to go through this and give your feedback. So we would really appreciate if you jumped in on that. That is the first link here. Then there's the code of conduct, a getting started page. And then we are nearing the end of our winter art challenge. It's a community challenge. So it's not a contest. It's similar to a contest. You don't get to win anything other than a shout out from me on the Learn With Me series, or Edmar in the community stream on the NVIDIA Studio platforms as well. So it's just a way to get involved in Omniverse. You can use Omniverse anywhere in your workflow, from environment building, extension building, using it just for rendering, however you want to use Omniverse. If it's in your workflow and you're using it for this challenge, we want to see it, and then we can shout you out. This ends January 31st before we start a new challenge. Also on here is some documentation portals, 6 crucial tips for if you're new to the Omniverse platform. Honestly, I watched this video like very recently, and I've been working for NVIDIA Omniverse for almost 2 years now, and I still find this to be a very useful video. So I would check it out even if you have been working in Omniverse before. If you haven't seen this video, it's really important. Maddie made it. If you remember Maddie, he's moved on to the OpenUSD team, but he was a very big part in helping build the community here in Omniverse. So we're really happy that he made this video for us. And then all of the other links at the bottom, these are from past streams, but the one that we're going to be talking about today is Michael's article that he posted to LinkedIn. And I think you originally posted it to Medium. Is that right, Michael?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so he reposted it. It's on LinkedIn. That's how I saw it. It's how to set up the MetaQuest 3. We're going to be doing it here live today. It's super, super easy too. I've only done like half of it because I wanted to be like a little prepped before we started. But other than that, I have not done the rest of it. So we'll be doing the rest of that live on this on Learn With Me today. And then I wanted to link to the Umi Studio website. And we're going to be using Umu Studio today. They have virtual machines, so you can collaborate live with all of your other collaborators, people you work with, people that are in your community. So we're going to be using that today to stream USD Composer. And I'll allow Chris to be our producer and show us how that works when we get to that part. But I wanted to make sure we linked it. So if someone's interested in trying it out, you can start with this website here. All right. Did I get anything? Did I miss it before we start diving into the MetaQuest 3 stuff? I have been ignoring the chat, but hopefully, let's see. I see there's a lot of questions. We'll get to them more towards the end. Some of them are more towards like a Quest 3 than they are Omniverse. So I might not be able to answer some of the Quest 3 stuff. This is my Quest 3. I just got this like maybe not Jessica. I got it a month ago, and I've really not done too much with it other than ooh and ah at the pass-through, because I had a Quest 2, and the pass-through for the Quest 2, I mean, I thought that was cool. And then I saw all of the cool stuff you could do with the pass-through for the Quest 3, and I was like, well, I need to buy something for myself for the holiday. So I, broke the bank and bought this amazing headset. I lie when I say broke the bank. It's actually really affordable. So something that's really cool, and I'm excited to check out. All right. Let me open up the article. I have to, LinkedIn will not let you open up articles if you are in a private browser. Or at least I tried like 4 times and it wouldn't let me. So this is the article from LinkedIn. And Michael, you have two options. Why are there 2 options on here?
This is you've got one app you can buy. It's called Virtual Desktop, and they've got their own implementation of the OpenXR runtime. So and I read about when I did the research. I read that it's a little faster than the Oculus Desktop Air Link, which is the Meta app basically, and you don't have to pay for it. So some guy from the chat notified me that it's also possible to use this Air Link when I already wrote the article. So I tried this as well, and so I wanted to give you the 2 options. So the first one is for free basically, but you get the whole like a 800 megs installation. So it works as well with and the second one is a little leaner and works as well. So I use the second one for my machine. I also tried the first, so you just choose basically.
Okay. And you're helping me learn German with posting
Oh
your
yeah,
screenshot in German.
I didn't know how to switch like from German at this to English at this.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I was looking, I was like, wait, this is not in English, but I was able to figure it out anyway. So,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and dive into, I'm going to try both. I have the virtual desktop app because I was using that to like create like a million monitors in like a 360 view when I first got the headset. So I was like, how can I use this for my everyday work, which was really fun. So I already had this. You're right. This is not a free option. It is like 20 US dollars. So that's important to note. Whereas this, just using the desktop app, although might not be the best for performance, is free. So there's that option. But
one thing to mention with this app, the first option, you also don't have to edit the extension later on to get the controllers. So I had to I describe it later on. With the second option, you have to like edit a little the source of the extension that it checks the right controllers.
Oh yeah, I saw that you posted that here. Fix for option B.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start off with option A. I kind of already did this, but I wanted to show everyone, just in case you're not as fluent in German as I am and didn't exactly know how to get to where Michael points to in this setting. So the Oculus desktop app, it's something that you need to really have when you're using your Quest 3 anyway and your Quest 2. So I'm sure if you already have this headset, you probably already have it downloaded. And all you have to do is go to your settings and navigate over to general. And then make sure that you have this switched over. So it should be blue like mine. And then mine for the OpenXR runtime, make sure this is set to active. And I'm guessing mine already is because it's grayed out. And yours is grayed out. So as long as it's grayed out like mine, then I think you're good to go. Okay. And so that's pretty much it for option A, right? And then all I have to do is go into.
If you can do a screenshot, I can put it into the article as well in English. So
okay, here let's do that really quick for you since we already have it open. No, not that one. Let's see.
Yeah, that guy.
I'll use my Snagit capture, and then we'll send that over to you later.
Thank you.
So be in German and in English.
Yeah.
Oh no, I really hope this does not crash. I can't click anything right now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, I see why. Snagit crashed.
That's
probably because I have not updated my Snagit capture tool in like a year, and every time I open up Snagit, which is like a screen grab tool, it's always like, do you want to update? And I'm always like, no. Because I just like don't care, but then it crashes all the time, and I bet you that update fixes the crash, but I'm lazy, so here.
No mind.
There we go. All right, I'll send that to you later. So we're all set. And now the next one is going into. Oh wait, did I skip it? Just going into USD Composer, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I have USD Composer here. I have the scene open, which we'll discuss later, but let's go. It's window rendering VR. Window rendering VR. Okay. Is it going to show up in my headset?
No, it's just to start VR. I guess.
Oh, I have my Quest link on. I need to.
And you have to, yeah.
Okay, so the cool thing is I can just use my hands. So I'm gonna like go, and I can see you guys through this. I can see most of it. I can see my screen, and I can just like use my little pinchers to like navigate through my headset, which I wish you guys can see. I don't know how to get rid of that. but use just my hands. And so I did enable that. What happened to it? Rendering VR. What's the next step to that?
Maybe you follow
The VR tab is supposed to open. I'm just gonna open up a new scene because I got a lot going on. Let's try that again. Window VR. Oh, it docked. That's why. So normally it would pop open like this, and mine docked to the side. Let's make this big so everyone can try to see as best they can. So this is the VR window, and I just click Start VR.
And you have to activate the air link in the Quest.
Oh, I have to have AirLink on. Oopsies, I did not do that.
Yeah.
Let's disconnect.
Yeah.
We'll do it the fast way by unlinking and then linking it back together. Oh.
In the article, there is a link on the description of Meta to how to do that as well.
Yeah, for mine, when I just plug in my USB from my computer, it gives me this like little screen that says like, do you want to enable it? And then I can pinch with my fingers to click enable, and then it'll start my Quest link. And I have to like create a boundary, but I don't want to create a boundary. I look like an alien. Wow. It says look at the floor. Oh, cool. I always forget the Quest 3. When you look at the floor, it can find your room for you. You don't have to like draw it like in the Quest 2. All right. I got this like cool headset that like secures the Quest 3 to my head. And then I can just flip up like this, and it sits on my head very easily, which is really cool. It's called Bobo VR. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
One of the best things I've ever bought.
Yeah.
All right. It's asking me for all these things about the boundary. And now I have to use I can't use my hands when I'm in my Quest. And when I'm in Link, I don't know. Oh, I have to. For some reason, I can't get my controllers to work, and I can't get my pinchers to work. I'm stuck. What's happening? So on my screen that you guys cannot see, it is stuck. So let's
switch it off and on again.
I wonder if there's a way that I can figure out in another stream how to stream my Quest to StreamYard. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can stream your Quest to your phone, and then your phone can be connected to StreamYard.
Oh, that would be really cool. All right, I have the link enabled, but I don't see anything happening. Oh, I have to restart Quest Oculus Link not enabled, but it is. Restart Steam VR. Oh, I think I have to. Okay, so this is what I did not do. Selected output plugin. I did not click OpenXR. I was stuck in Steam VR. So it was like trying to open up Steam. There we go. Now it's working.
That's good. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
I don't know why my controllers are not working. Oops. But it's so cool. I love that I can see this with my headset on. So I can like be interacting with my desktop monitor and be inside of my Quest 3 headset, and I can see this. The only thing, it doesn't immerse me. I'm not like immersed in my headset. I'm like seeing through pass through.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So Michael, do you know what I might be doing wrong where it's like I'm not immersive, like I'm not actually in the USD scene?
No, I'm not using the Airlink a lot, so I'm
not
on that.
Not sure why.
Mm.
I'm kind of stuck. All right. But it is connected. I can move my head around and I can like look up and I'm in Omniverse. I'm just
And you
not
see,
immersed in it.
yeah, the environment as well, right? No?
No, so in my headset, I can literally I'm just seeing through the pass-through.
Ah, yeah. Probably some link setting, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's stop the VR. Information setup. Advanced settings. Should I try the virtual desktop mode?
Yeah.
All right, let's I think it's I don't know, something's going on. My controllers aren't working. Okay.
In the chat, they said maybe it's because you're outside the safe boundary.
Yeah, maybe it's because you're outside, or I might be too close to an object.
That's
I
actually.
see. Maybe I'm like too close to my desk. Let's try that again. If you can't hear me because I'm too far from my mic, apologies. Better than the last time I did VR live streaming where I got stuck in my Oculus speaker and microphone and I could not hear anybody or Jen yelling at me. All right, let's try that. Nope, I'm not near any object and still am not immersed in my Quest 3. I can just see through pass-through.
How do
I get out of pass-through? Is the Quest 3 like the Quest 2 where like you can get out of pass-through by like tapping on your headset?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, double tap the side. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that working.
Maybe my controllers are dead.
Maybe you're out of battery. You see like something?
I feel like they would tell you, right? It would say it's out of battery.
Yeah, I know. You also see like the indicator.
Oh, I need to take the headset off. All right.
Well, I mean, you are moving it around when you put the headset on.
Yeah.
So this is basically what you guys are seeing is what I'm seeing, but I'm not like immersed in it. I can see through my pass-through, so I can see my desktop monitor.
But it's for us, not for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I want to be immersed. And so everyone's telling me I'm testing with, I am in stationary boundary and I'm not, like the boundaries are like super far from me. So I don't know. I'm going to turn off my headset and like turn it back on because that's usually, turn it off, turn it back on solution. So let's see.
Maybe if it doesn't find the controllers, it might expect them to be far away or something. So that also might lead to the environment blending.
Maybe my controllers are dead. While I figure this out, do you want to start the live session and then you can get into VR and we can at least work through that?
Yeah.
So what I'm talking about here is I'm going to switch over to yours, Chris. I'm going to add your screen to the stage and so you can show off Umi Studio.
Oh, yeah.
So Yumi or Umi?
Yumi? UME. So
I guess
together?
There used to be a little kid's what I can't remember what it's called. Was it Bubble Guppies or something? I don't know. Where like it was
sure.
I can't even know what I'm saying. When my son was little, there was a show on like Disney or something, and there was a character called like Umi, and I think I keep getting it confused with that. So I'm saying it
You're
wrong.
no, you're doing
If you're
great.
watching this, I'm so sorry. It's Yumi Studio.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
if you're, oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, Chris, do you want to tell us what Yumi Studio is?
Yeah, so Yumi Studios is it's a collaborative platform. So I picked it up because I was doing training for um a large movie studio, and we needed a way that we could show Omniverse across multiple screens, so I could just not just okay, when you're in Omniverse and you're in this factory, right? And so for instance, on Michael's computer, he's over here by who knows what, right? So I can't really tell where he's from. And if he's just sharing one screen, how do I tell him to come over where I'm at to come fix a problem? Because if there's a wall in the way, like nobody can see each other's screen. So even though we're collaborating, we can't tell where anybody's at. So with Yumi Studios, like not only could we solve that problem. So for instance, like this is Ashley's screen. And not only could we solve the problem where I could see everybody's computers, we could also, let me double click on this one. So this one's my computer. And although it looks like I'm streaming a computer, it's actually a virtual machine in the cloud. So everybody can just use this computer and you can jump on it. Also, I can, we can go through, and if I needed to tell Michael to go do something, so like the annotation tool, it's like if I was a director, when you're trying to coordinate a whole bunch of people, you want the ability to like just show people like, hey, this guy, and you're like, well, what guy? And then I can go to my computer and I can fly around on this computer and be like, yes, it's this guy. And then the camera, normally the camera's like when you're on live sync, you'll see the cameras flying around, and it's super cool. And I think it's the best way when you're in a collaborative tool to show collaboration all the way through. So let's begin.
All right. I'm pretty sure the batteries in my controllers died. Thankfully, I have AA batteries that I found in my garage yesterday. So while you're getting this set up, I'm gonna run to my garage really quick and grab 2 batteries and be right back.
No problem.
All right,
Yeah,
Michael.
I didn't notice this UME studio before, and yeah, I really like it. It's you have several screens and stuff, so I'm gonna check it out as well. Yeah.
Oh, for everything for collaboration, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So whether that's like training, learning, or like exactly what we're doing here, is like we need to be in multiple places at a time. So let me real quick make my screen a little bigger so I can see. So like this is my computer, and then once we're in live sync, I'll be able to see your camera, and then we can, when your camera's flying around, I can see where you're at, and yeah, it's really good. And if you get another computer, we can just take the roof off that fourth computer and you can see what everybody's doing from a top-down view. So when you're coordinating construction or design, like I can get everybody working at the same time. It's like the fastest way to get people and projects up and running.
Yeah,
so
I think factory planning scenarios.
Right. But for right now, I can see your computer and her computer right next to each other. Once I hide the chat and everything else, like I can just slide things around. So I can see what she's doing, and then I can see what you're doing at the same time. And whoever's doing the coolest thing can get the full screen.
Awesome.
All right. And we have a Nucleus server set up thanks to Yumi Studio as well. So we're all able to like get on this session together. So like the idea I think is that we'll do a live session so we can not only can we see each other in Yumi Studio, but we can also like see each other together in a USD scene.
Correct.
So I'm in the Nucleus server that was set up for us. And Michael, you put in your sync twin scene here. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me like it did before. Only because I I abuse my poor PC so much. I have so much just slapped into the storage of my PC. My PC's like, I don't have enough gigabytes to load this.
Yeah.
And I deleted like so much stuff to get it to run. So, you know, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Should I run the scripts that you have in
I
here?
always do.
Yeah. You don't need it for this, but I would
There
run
it went. It
Okay.
died.
So no to the scripts. Michael, while we're waiting for her, can you go ahead and turn on live sync on yours?
Yes.
I have to relaunch USD Composer.
Live.
I never tried this with the Quest, so it's also.
Yeah. Well, my controllers are working now. It was the battery.
Awesome.
Okay, and let me turn live on mine. So we're gonna join session, Michael's default, and join.
While you're joining the session, I'm going to answer Sen Wong on YouTube asked, and Jen had a really good answer, but is it the same workflow using Omniverse Create XR? So just wanted to make sure this is clarified. Create XR was merged with USD Composer. So now Kit XR is included in USD Composer 2023, any version above like any of those releases. I'm using 2023 2.2. And if you just enable VR the way that we are showing you by going to window rendering VR, then that's how you should be using Create XR moving forward.
Chris, can you move something?
Yeah, so I'm here, so I can let me not grab a guy. Let me grab something else. Since the guys are probably under animation. Yeah, so I can move my stuff and then you'll see it on your screen.
I see it, yeah.
So and then for the stream, let me go ahead and put us next to each other so you can see it. Wrong button. Dink. Yeah, so on here, yeah, so you can see both at the same time.
And I like it. It's everything is built in, kind of, you know. It's collaboration, and you want to do VR, you just use it. So that's pretty neat. Yeah.
And then so for like the stream, if we were working on an actual thing, I mean, like part of that Yumi is like those annotation tools, just to be able to mark up somebody's screen and to be able to explain on their screen like what you're seeing.
Oh, can you try that on mine?
You don't have a screen, Ashley. Oh, there you go.
Where's your one?
Please go ahead and share your screen. So at the bottom, go ahead and click add screen. Because you were sharing your window only, and then you have that that crashing thing. If only there was a budget.
I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
Got you. I see you. Yeah. So on here, I can. So from the stream on Yumi, so we can go like this guy. Are you on live stream? You are not. Did you click live and then join Michael's session?
No, I will do that. Start session. Oh wait, join session.
Join session, and then
I see that you guys are all in there. I will join.
Like magic. And then now, if I go back to everything, and I can see that you're loading. Let's go.
There you go.
Cool. I can see you guys moving around.
Yeah. So now we're moving around.
Awesome.
And I can see myself on your camera. So definitely on Michael's camera. Where's your camera at, Ashley?
I will move around. You can see.
Oh, there you are. You're
green.
there.
Of course, I'm the cool NVIDIA green one.
Yeah, you bet.
So I can see where you're at. You can see where I'm at. And then let's go ahead and make yours a little bit bigger. Okay. So now I'm like, most of the time when I'm in Yumi, I'm always the kind of the director and telling people what I need done, because like managing everything. And then also, if you go to the top, we don't have any setup for this session, but on the top, there's resource panel. where not inside of whatchamacallit, but inside of Yumi, there's resources, so we can put all of our like coordination or files over there, so everybody knows what they're doing, and I can just update our resources and our Miro boards to just kind of tell people like, okay, this is what we're doing. And then the other thing was like doing annotation on people's screens to make it easier to understand what we're all talking about. So I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take over and start collaborating.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to try to get my headset running again now that I have my controllers working.
Yeah.
Michael, are you going to get into VR here too?
I can try to go in VR as well.
All right, let's see.
So, get my controllers.
Cool kids. I like Ashley's.
I'm telling you, having this extra like holder on your head takes so much weight off your cheeks with the headset.
Yeah, I guess.
I can actually like, I don't know if you can see on the side, I can like take it off my cheeks. And I have found, I love VR and I love developing in VR, but I find wearing the headset for a long period of time can be a little exhausting because it puts so much weight on like your cheekbones, and that's like where a lot of the pressure is. So like getting these little extra things, it helps a lot. And I can have an extra battery pack, so I can be in VR for much longer. All right, objects found in my boundary. That might have been my problem the first time. Let's redraw. It's probably my dogs, because I have 4 dogs surrounding me. Look at the floor. Stationary boundary. Following suggestions from the chat. Make sure I'm doing all that. All right. Reduce the need to redraw boundaries. Your headset can now use information about your surroundings. Okay, cool. Oh, there we go. I'm immersive now. I can no longer see my desktop.
Okay.
Which is great, but now I got to do this so I can see. So let me start VR.
I'm gonna also start VR.
Oh, that's my computer. Michael? Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'm just.
Okay. Oh, I'm in the factory.
Oh,
do you have enough horsepower to make it run?
Oh, hold on. I was. And
yeah.
Okay, yes, I do. I'm here in the factory. This is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk. Oh, it has teleporting. Can I walk? Yes, I can. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Whoa. I'm gonna go say hi to this guy here. He's much taller than me. Oh, wait. How do I turn?
Okay.
With the stick. Oh, come on.
Oh, I just keep walking into columns. Can I pick things up?
Yeah, with the grabbing finger.
There we go.
Just grab it. Yeah.
And we did talk about this off stream, but unfortunately there's no physics in KidXR yet. I think it's on the roadmap for them, hopefully one day, but unfortunately I cannot, get my aggression out and just toss this box across the room. One day though. One day we can make a rage room in Omniverse.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
okay, where are you at, Ashley?
I'm also in the scene now, yeah. Nice.
Are you in it too?
Yeah,
I guess so. But
you're right.
Yeah, I gotta go find Michael now.
I
know you should be in here with me. All right, it's like hide and seek. I'm gonna go.
Oh, so you're a different camera. Can you?
I'm picking like the things you see. I picked just this part.
Oh, there's Michael.
There
okay.
I see you. I can't see, I can only see you doing stuff. You're like a ghost.
Yeah. So on the stream, I can see Michael's controllers.
Yeah. See.
Can you see me picking up
Yeah.
this?
You're picking. Oh yeah, you pick up all kinds of stuff.
Okay, but you're like a ghost though. I can only see you like picking things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very like
Oh yeah. No.
like a possession.
And this is
And-
also like we need the physics for that. We can pick.
Okay. And then if I drop a box at Michael's feet.
So I'm gonna maybe in advanced settings I can do change my camera so the camera is like actually like moving around. So I'm gonna stop VR for a second.
Well, Michael's Michael's controllers show up inside.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
so-
controllers show up. Do
Yeah,
mine go?
I don't know. Mike.
Well, yeah, I've got the virtual
Oh,
desktop.
you know what? Yeah, he was picking up. I guess we
Oh.
probably need objects attached to the controllers at all times so that we can see where
You
the
can-
controllers are at.
You can only do that in virtual desktop, Michael. You can't do that in the Oculus app.
I don't know. You should be able to do it as well in the normal.
All right, let's look at my settings.
And if you hit play on your whatever, on your composer, does physics work when you hit play?
No, I
No.
tried that. It doesn't. That's a
Okay.
pity.
Okay, and then if I drag and drop a box, where's Michael at? Sorry about the loading if it makes you sick.
Ah,
I don't see an option to change all of this. So we have time. I'm gonna try to get the virtual.
Oh, Michael, this is the box I brought in for you.
Which one?
The one at your feet.
Oh,
Ah,
oh
this
yeah.
should turn you into a UPS guy.
Can you pick it up?
It should be a physics-enabled object. There it is.
Here, we got it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and make.
Nice.
Ashley, what you doing right now?
I was gonna do the virtual desktop, but I realized I didn't have it installed on this computer. I have it installed on my personal computer, and I'm scared to install anything while we're streaming because I might crash my whole computer. So I'm gonna behave, and I'm just gonna deal with it. It's working. That's wonderful. I love how easy it is to get VR started in USD Composer. It's way easier than it was before.
Definitely. Yeah.
How come? So, Michael, yours is in your USD Composer screen, you only have like one view, whereas when I start VR in mine, it shows both different eyes.
Yeah, you can. That's an option you can toggle at I don't know in advanced settings or something. So I wanted to do a screen recording, and I switched it off to just display a single window.
Okay, let's see if I can find that.
Yeah.
Navigation settings. Enter.
Where you at?
Nope.
VR.
Mirror display
Both.
mode.
Yeah. See this.
Left.
You can see both or left or right. That's it. Yeah. Or
Let's
just nothing. Yeah.
No,
You have
we
your-
gotta see something. Don't be
Well,
crazy.
let's just do the right one then.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's start that. Let's try that again. I turned on tooltips too because I'm curious what the tooltips look like. Someone asked, is it possible to use VR also in Linux? As long as you have USD Composer running in Linux, as you have like a NVIDIA RTX GPU or you're using Yumi Studio for it, should be fine.
Awesome.
Best way to run a project that uses VR. Right now, I'd say Composer for running a VR project, and then probably making your own app so that you're, so you're running as like clean as possible. Performance is always the issue, because like once you start streaming in data, it's got to load, and like that makes people.
But everything is the kit app basically, and it should work.
All right, Ashley, what's your
my things are here now. My controllers, because I have tooltips
and batteries.
Yes, and batteries. Batteries were very important.
But that's a difference. You've got more labels on your controllers.
Yeah, I turned the tooltips on so it can show me what they're for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to press play because I know you had animations running in this, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can see them in VR. Let's
right,
try.
that's where it gets a little slow for the
A little
animation.
slow.
So, but yeah, that's fine. The people, the workers are moving, I guess, a little. Yeah.
Oh, there they go. Look, oh, that's so horrifying.
Yeah.
That is
That's
so
creepy.
horrifying.
Yeah.
I love this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can replay like some movements, pre-recorded movements for like work cell optimization in our domain. So you just have recorded something and you just replay it and yeah, stand beside your own movement maybe as well, you know.
That is so cool. This is really interesting.
Let me go back down.
Yeah, I've already like moved stuff around.
You're fast.
Yeah. And all this, yeah, nice ray tracing with the materials. So that's just awesome. Yeah.
Look at this guy over here. He's not doing anything but standing still.
Here's the template for the other workers for the skeleton. So you need.
He's got no face. That's not freaky at all. Yeah, this is awesome.
Now you're on where it's playing. Is live syncing working also?
Okay.
Yeah, I can still see. Well, I can see that like you guys are there.
Okay. Oh, you're standing. Who's that? Is that Michael?
Let's try moving.
Does
it show me moving?
Yeah, I see your camera basically.
But it's the camera. Where
my
you at
camera's
right now?
not moving.
Let me. Let's.
I'm over by the guy who's like hunched down.
Hunch down.
The other way. Yeah, there you go. If you move forward, I'm right next to him, so I feel like a ghost. I feel like I'm like a ghost in another realm right now.
So if you're there, let's see. You're technically there. So if I drag the same box in, that shouldn't cause. Is the box show up?
Oh, that's your box, huh? Yeah.
Oh, you're on the other side. No, is that the same guy?
No, I'm on that side.
Okay, so if I move.
Oh no, I am on the other side.
Yeah,
I'm more towards the empty space.
More towards the empty space. The other guy kneeling down.
I see your box.
I see the guy. Okay, is there Ashley here? No.
Yeah, but I don't see your box. I wonder. Let me go out of
Oh, hold on 1 second. Stay right there. Let me make the box huge and see if that changes.
Yeah, there you go. I see it.
Do you see the box? Turn around.
No.
It should be probably behind you, huh? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Well, sorry, it's too big. Sorry, that was my fault. It was like.
Jeez, all of a sudden like a big box in my face.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, well, we know it works during live. That's great.
That's super cool.
That's awesome.
So someone asked a really interesting question that I want to address because we only have a couple more minutes left of this stream. I'm going to take this headset off and stop my VR. Curious how it impacts your computer's performance. As more users participate, does it significantly affect your system? So that'd be the great thing for using Yumi Studio would be that you wouldn't have to worry about that because that's a virtual machine. But if you are using something local like I am doing, I was checking and it did not go above like 10% use for one of my GPUs. The only thing that it was using a ton of is my memory, like my storage for my computer, because it was quite a large scene. And so when it's having to cache all of those texture files and animations and scripts, it does use quite a bit of that. But I think as more users pop in, it doesn't change how it affects your system.
No, that doesn't affect it.
No, not really. I haven't noticed. The biggest thing is like when if you're in live sync and you're doing something, especially for VR, is when somebody loads like a really big file and then everybody has to stream it or download it, then you get that hiccup. And so that's the only problem. But if you're streaming without VR, then the hiccup is not as bad. But normal performance is pretty good. And there's like tons of settings for performance for VR. Like, so if you go in, you'll like, yeah, you can adjust everything, how your lights, how many bounces you get, and you can basically start as low as you possibly can and then work yourself up. But when you're loading, so like for instance, if you load a whole bunch of stuff ahead of time or if it's cached, then there shouldn't be any like major hiccups for
You just
VR.
transmit like the position
Performance
data.
is good. It's the hiccups and the experience is that you're, yeah. Exactly, depending on file size.
Yeah. And then Eric asked, just for clarity, are all these machines cloud VMs? Only Chris, you're the only one who is using the virtual machine, is that right?
Yeah, but if there's
mine-
but anybody can scroll over the virtual machine and actually take control when you're on Yumi. Or you can, when you come over, yeah, you can click on top. We did not get the VR streaming from cloud. That was just a time constraint, but there should be no issue because we're launching VMs anywhere local to wherever you're launching it. So if you're in Europe, we're launching locally. Right now we're using AWS, but like we'll also in the future be using GDN, which is the graphics delivery network from NVIDIA, and then that performance should be really good too. And then realistically, if you're local and you want the best performance, getting like a server set up on a local network, and that would be the lowest latency. We also need to test iPads again.
Yeah.
The XR experience on iPad's really good.
I did that when I was setting up before, and I was watching this stream with oh my goodness, I cannot remember. It was like 2 weeks ago with the company from Dubai.
I don't remember.
Let me find this stream. I cannot remember exactly what it was, but they were saying that they were tackling the issue because they were watching my stream with the iPad, and it wasn't like matching the camera movements. So like it was really cool to be able to like look at your screen in your iPad and be like immersed in that way, but it wasn't matching the camera movements, and they were able to tackle that. Let me find that stream and link it because I thought that was really useful, and I want to make sure I know their name because they did shout me out, and I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, if you pin, because the iPad, when you join on the iPad for the XR experience, like all of these, it's creating a separate camera system. And then if you lock the two cameras, so whoever's on a regular computer, you can lock the cameras together in live sync, and then you can basically drag somebody around, which is perfectly fine on an iPad, but dragging somebody around on a VR headset, I don't recommend it. So you can, but you can also jump people around. So there's a positional offset right now. So like however far you run away from basically 0-0 or wherever you launch into, if you jump somebody around, they're like to a locked camera, they're always offset by whatever camera that is. So so it is possible to just set up cameras and then jump somebody around in VR so they can look around.
Yeah, so I linked it in the chat here. It's Behind the Stage. They're a company in Dubai that do virtual production, so they're using AR real time for that. And I would check out that live stream. They talk about how they tackle that issue. I'm just trying to look at the last questions. There was a part the chat I lost track of, but Sen Wong asked, does it have to be using the OpenXR but not Steam VR because they're using Pico 4 now, and it seems it's only functional in Steam VR mode? For Quest 3, that seems to be the only way, but Quest 2, I was able to use Steam VR.
I also use Vive with Steam VR. That should work probably.
Yeah, it should work. I imagine so. Definitely something to try. Unfortunately, I don't have a solid answer for you. And I think this is a question about Yumi Studio, sorry. Can you add real-time video of the users to this? So it's like a team and Zoom meeting?
Yeah, so not only can you add real time, yeah, everybody can have their videos, and then you can pause and play so everybody sees everything at the same time. So it's designed for like training where you want people to like follow the next step. So you preload in your resources panel, and then yeah, you can bring it straight over.
Yeah, but in Omniverse, you could not do like a team Zoom call. You'd have to be on Teams and then everyone go in VR. But using Yumi Studio, you'd be able to see what everyone's doing in like the production of like what Chris showing, where everyone's machine is viewable.
Correct. And then if I go to, yep. Yeah, so everything, yeah, you can see everything over here. I need to grab something that's NVIDIA related to do video, but yeah, you can definitely do it.
And then just to confirm, there is no PhysX for VR in Omniverse at this time. There is PhysX just in general, but if you go into VR, PhysX does not work. All right, I'm going to see one last question. This was from earlier. Will there be a marketplace for sets, developer plugins on Omniverse to sell your Omniverse platform in the future? It's been talked about. It might be on the roadmap. It's not something we have that's going to be soon. So please keep talking about it, as if it's a want that the community talks about often. More than likely, it will be something that we will put on the roadmap and consider for the future. So definitely, just hopefully so. I want it.
Yeah. It's I think because right now you can still publish everything to GitHub. I think as a business stance, it's like the development, like we're on Kit 105. So I think we're finally in a good place where there probably could be a marketplace moving forward. Yeah, I think if we're ever going to start. But before there was, development moves so fast. I would fear trying to be a developer. I just like as our team, we've been using Omniverse for 4 years. We just started actually doing development, full app development a few months ago, because we needed everything to kind of get into its near not final resting place, but enough where it's like, okay, we can pile through and we're not updating every 2 months, because Omniverse gets updates faster than Blender, and that's like a real sentence.
Yeah, it was doing that for quite some time. I think we're a little bit more stable now and we're moving forward. But that's my job here. I'm a developer advocate. So my job is to listen to you all, the developers in the community, hear what you want and bring that internally so we can talk about what would be the next best thing for developers to have in Omniverse. So yeah, join my streams, join the Wednesday community streams, shout out what you want, do the survey that I talked about at the top of the stream, and get your voices heard so that we can get what you want in the platform. And you can always make something that you want to. There's so much in Omniverse that is customizable. If you know Python, even if you don't know Python, it only took me a few months to learn it, and I had only known C# before that. It's a really easy language to capture. You can build your own app, you can build your own extensions, build the experience that you want, and make Omniverse yours. So with that, I do want to wrap up. Michael, Chris, thank you so much for joining me. I'm usually by myself in this stream. It's so nice to have people to banter with, and I really appreciate everyone who was watching live. I think this is the biggest audience I've ever had live, so it's been really cool. And I will not be streaming this upcoming Wednesday, but I will be back next Monday. So make sure you're checking out the Omniverse calendar to see what I'll be streaming next. And I hope you guys check out the community stream on Wednesday, which is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Michael, Chris, is there anything you want to say before we leave for this afternoon?
No, it was really good.
Good luck. Please post everything you guys figure out or find to the Discord so that we kind of build that community and keep each other going. And I will definitely do the same. I need to start getting over on Discord. So I'm Evolver or TwinSim on Discord. So when I randomly hit people up for very detailed questions out of the blue, just say hi.
Yeah. I did put in the chat the Discord link, but you can also go to discord.gg/NVIDIA Omniverse. It works just as well.
And thanks, Yumi, for letting us use Yumi Studios.
Yeah, thank you
Dude,
so
it's
much.
super good.
It was also last minute, so it was just awesome how everything was able to come together like in a day over the weekend, barely, and really cool stuff. All right, thank you guys. See you all next stream. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.